Hi everyone, welcome back to Henrik's Restorations. Today we are going to work on hubbe for a little bit. We're going to change some spark plugs and then we're going to go into the inside and see if we can solve the issues with the tailgate lock, because that is locked and I can't get it open. So if I'm going to clean the car later on, I need to have the tailgate open. So yeah, let's go to work. It's a little bit dark, but I'm in the barn and it's very windy outside, so I need to have the barn door closed because otherwise everything is blown away. Okay, so we have hubbe standing here in the garage. She's pretty clean. Let's see if we can use some light here. You can see, pretty clean after we cleaned it earlier this summer. And now we're gonna try to get her to work. And now we're going to try to get it to spin for a little bit. You see all the rust down here. Oh my god. Maybe there's a bad ground, possibly. So the first thing, I'm going to change the spark plugs down there. Let's do like that. So we're going to start with changing the spark plugs, and then, as I mentioned in the beginning, we're going to try to move inside of the car and get the tailgate lock open, because that is it's jammed, so I can't get it open. But first of all, we're going to try to figure out how we're going to reach all the spark plugs. Let's go. I think we can. Let's see if we can just get this out of the way. Maybe we take one at a time. So instead of removing all at once, we're gonna try to remove one at a time, because then we can remove the old one, in with the new, and back the spark lead wire. Maybe not. Oh. So now we're going with Champion spark plugs. Let's see what kind of model. I don't know if you can see. If you want to, you can use this for reference. So let's see, this is not ideal. You don't want to use a power tool on these kind of missions. But since I don't have too many options, we're gonna try with some careful persuasion, what should I say? There we go. Got it loose. See, can you find my face? No. Do you see my face? Yep. There we go. That is in. I'm just gonna tighten it a little bit. Okay, we are back at it, and we have changed all the spark plugs. And today we're gonna set up the temporary fuel solution that we have. So we have incoming fuel and returning fuel down here. So we will just try to get this solution. Oh, that is not so nice. So this is the incoming, and then we have the return fuel. So just try to put it here in some safe location, fill it up with fuel, add all the hoses and so on, and then just try to crank it, see if we got something. But first of all, we gotta attach a battery. The battery's in. Let's see if we have some ignition. Let's see, it smells terrible in here. So we have, let's say, fuel feed down here, and then we have the return coming back up here. So we get a full fuel system. So yeah, I think we are pretty good. I will just test the fuel system with these two clamps. Let's see. Yes, it's working. Spark plug is in. We have fuel, air fully open over here. We have the battery down here ready to get some fuel to the system. And then just see if we can crank the engine and see if it will get started. If we start it, I will try to kill it pretty quickly so we don't mess anything up, but I will just see that it will start. Let's do it. No leaks. That is good. I don't know about these injectors. They might be very, very bad. Now I have adjusted the fuel lines so they are now sealed up properly. They were leaking before, and I primed the system so it's full and have returned some fuel. So I'll just try to crank it one more. I don't know about the fuel injectors. Check the spark plugs and some other things. Let's turn on the fuel pump. Come on. Ooh, that was close. Go, new fuel. I'm not gonna go all the way today. It's very, very close. You can hear that it wants to boom, 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 boom. I used some brake cleaner to start it up. I know that's not the best for the engine, but what you gotta do. I don't know if you can see here, but this is kind of like gray fuel. It's sort of cloudy already. And then the battery died, of course. So I'll do like this. I will time out now, put the battery on charge, and then get back on this another day. But it's very close now. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, it's very dark in here, I know. It's late in the evening and I'm just trying to get this hubba going. I've checked the relays and then they seem to work. I removed the front seat to just see the ECU and it looks fine. I don't know, but it clicks when I turn on the ignition and start to fire it up. So I think that's good. I got some new fuel. I'll use the fuel pump and then try to start the car and see if it sparks with some good fuel. I'll add some brake cleaner inside the engine so it just kickstart. No. Seems like the battery is bad. Let's change battery. New battery. Let's try one more time. We are back at it tonight as well. I bought a new battery today. So this is, I don't know, I think it's a stronger battery. So first of all, we'll just try to fire it up with this new battery, see if something happens. And then we are gonna look into troubleshooting the relay, the main relay under the passenger seat. So I got a voltmeter with me to see if it's getting some power. If it does and everything is alright, we will test the injectors with the injector tester that I also bought today. But you just connect it to the battery and then attach it to one of the injectors, and then you'll get some results and see if it works. Because at this moment I don't know if there's pumping in fuel into the engine. I know that there is fuel in the fuel rail, but I don't know if the injectors are getting a signal that they will fire or squirt some gasoline into the car. So we got something to do. Almost. We're gonna try this injector tester. And as you can see, I've connected it to the positive terminal on the battery and the negative terminal. And then on the other hand, you have two cables, one red and one black. And then I just attached it to the injector. I don't know if you can see. There you go, two cables. So they are spade connectors that just connect to the injector. And when I press this one, you can put it in different modes. Let's do 2, that is medium. When you're gonna press pulse, it will send a signal to the injector and it will. So let's listen. That is not working. So now I do in mode 3, that is long. So it will like do a long period of. That is not working. Let's see. So if I just press pulse here, you will hear a clicking sound. So as you could hear, the 6th cylinder is working with the injector, but not the second one. Probably gonna need to change all the injectors. Sorry, Johan. I will continue using this tester to just go through all the injectors and see which one are broken or clogged up, and then we're probably gonna need to take off the manifold and the fuel rails and everything. That'll be interesting. Okay, but I'll be back in a minute. So I tested the injectors that I could reach. All of the 4 injectors on the right hand side of the engine, and then 2 of those on the left side of the engine. So number 2 and 7. No, sorry. 1 and 7 I tried, but not the 3rd and 5th one. Because they are very hard to reach without removing this top part. So I guess the next thing is to actually remove that plenum or top part, so I can access the last 2 injectors. Because even though I need to remove this and realize that those injectors work, we must remove this to remove the fuel rail and then change the injectors that are bad. But I can surely recommend one of these tools. One of these tools if you are testing your injectors. Of course, it's not 100% complete, but you can at least get a hint on whether the injectors are working or not. So that is very cool. But I will remove the battery and put this away, and then I'll start in the back removing the floor carpets of the trunk, and then see if we can access the fuel pump to see how that looks. Damn it! Okay, so I don't know if you saw that, but the floor looks very, very good back here. But unfortunately this car haven't the hole in the rear trunk floor so you can access the fuel pump. So we need to drop the fuel pump from underneath, and that is dirty and very painful. But that's the next step. But it's very nice that it doesn't look that rusty inside here. The floor looks very, very good, and so on. So if we can get this car rolling, maybe there's something to save here. We'll see. Okay, let's go down and take a look. Okay, I just remembered this fuel tank. I added some fuel in and it was just pouring down. So this will not be any solution that I can do right now. So my plan was to just take a look at the tank. Hopefully it was plastic so we could use it. And then just see the fuel pump. Does it look good or not? Okay guys, I thought we were heading to spring, but this is some Evel Knievel winter storm that is coming in. It's the 16th of March today, and we have this. Say what? Say what? This morning when I woke up, it was around, no snow at all. It was raining, and now it's turned into snow. It's really, really bad. Puke! Oh my lord. This is the end of this episode. We have done a lot of things. We have tried to start the engine. We have been troubleshooting the car and why it isn't running. We added a new temporary fuel solution, and we also tested injectors. We started to strip the inside down to get access to the fuel pump, but we didn't have the hole in the floor, in the boot floor. So this will summarize this video, because we have bought some stuff that is waiting to be opened. It's some things for the car that we will try to install, and hopefully we can get the car running with these things. And I was in Gothenburg a couple of weeks ago, and then I picked these up. Some injectors. So I have been cleaning those to get them prepared for the car, and I ordered some O-rings for these that are inside one of those packages. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Next episode will be me opening this bunch of packages. We got 2 there, and then we have the big one on the floor. Big package from YRM Solutions that have very good quality metal products for Range Rover, Defender, Land Rover series, and a bunch of cars. So we will take a look at what that is, and also those 2 packages. And then we are back at Hubbe to see if we can get that car going. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, click like, leave a comment, and I answer all your comments. And yeah, see you in the next episode. Ciao!